Let's wholesale real estate. We're gonna wholesale real estate. If you wanna wholesale real estate, then you are in the right place. You don't need no money, you don't need no credit. It's so simple that anyone can get it. Luke's gonna teach you just how to get started. All you have to do is learn and apply it. You are in the right place. You're gonna wholesale real estate. You're gonna wholesale real estate. So let's get started.
What's going on, guys? Got this video right here, recording right now. All right, let's get serious. All right, let's take a look at this deal. We're gonna do some quick research on comps. We're gonna take a look and analyze this deal right now, live, and I'm gonna take you guys through our underwriting process through the Realtech system, which is an automated. I'm gonna take you guys through the process with the Realtech system, which is an amazing tool for you to just manage your entire wholesale business. And so what I'm taking you through right now is the underwriting part. So this deal is the deal that we're going to be taking a look at tomorrow. We've actually already spoken with the homeowner, and we've already established somewhat of a price range. So what we want to do now is we're going to go take a look at this house, and we're going to solidify an actual agreement on a price that we both like. So what we want to do is we just want to make sure that we are providing the best offer forward, and we know where our MAO is going to be before we actually go to the appointment, and we give out that offer. So this is the analyzation part. So we're going to utilize the Realtech system, underwriting system. And by the way, guys, if you guys want to get access to the system, simply go to automatedeals.com. That is automatedeals.com. And you can get access to this exact system that I'm using here, that we're using to do deal after deal after deal after deal. And this underwriting section here, you'll get to see it's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and get into this case study. So this is the property address here that we're looking at. I've got my Propstream up here as well. Guys, if you want to get access to this amazing tool so you can do your analyzation process and analyze your deals the way I'm going to show you today, you want to make sure that you get access to Propstream. It's super, super amazing. You can access MLS comps, which is going to be very, very important for us during this process. And so you want to make sure you get it. You can simply get it at getmlscomps.com. Go to getmlscomps.com, get a free trial of this exact software. So now you guys can access both the Podio system I'm using and the tool Propstream that I'm using right now to analyze these deals. So let's look here. This property is actually located. This property is actually located in the area of another house that we actually flipped. We actually flipped the house in this area right here last year. It's funny, we got this mobile home opportunity here, like literally in a subdivision over. So it's gonna be pretty exciting. We're very, very excited to look at this property. So let's take a look at the numbers and make sure that we're right in our ballpark. So if we take a look here, Propstream already populates some information for us. It gives us an estimated value. It also gives us an average amount of comps. We don't, this is good, but we don't want to go off of this number, because if the property's in a location where it's surrounded by other subdivisions that are not like it, like this one, a lot of these subdivisions around here are single family. They're not mobile home parks. So when you're in a situation like this, this number really isn't that reliable. So this is another reason why it's so important to take the extra mile and do your comps and research thoroughly your property, so you know you're getting a really good deal. So here's how we do that. We're gonna click on the details section, which is right here, and we're gonna get a property card that's populated by Propstream here. And what we want to do is inside this property card, we want to go down to where it says comparables and nearby listings. And it's here is where we're gonna be able to look up comps both on the MLS and on public record. You could do both. You could do either or. It's up to you. I like to do MLS because, of course, that's where all the properties are selling for at this max value. So I'll go on the MLS and I'll see what I get. Propstream is defaulted to give you records within the past year. It doesn't filter it out in any kind of way. It just goes half a mile and sails up to the past year. So you're gonna wanna get in here and filter it out. We have 73 records. That's a lot of records. So we wanna filter this out. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back 6 months. And I wanna look back only 6 months instead of a year. I got 37 records, still a whole lot of records. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for homes that are just like mine. The property type that this is listed as is a cooperative, which is a cooperative residential. This simply means that it's a park, it's a community of homes. And so really this is a mobile home or a manufactured home. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just simply go to property class, go to residential, because it's a residential property. Okay, and then we're gonna go to property type, And we're going to select all the types of properties that fit. So mobile home, trailer, or park. We also have manufactured home. That's another name for mobile home sometimes, manufactured home. We want to select all of those, and look, we have 9 of them. So that's a good number of comps, guys. And if we look here, all 9 of them are inside the same subdivision. So what are we actually looking at here? We're looking in the past 6 months, and we see that, one, there has been 9 sales, all mobile homes, in the past 6 months in the same park, in the same community. This is a very, very active community. What this means is that there's a lot of sales happening. It looks like we're averaging almost over a sale a month in the last 6 months. If I just shrink really quick and go back 3 months, just to get an idea of what's really going on. If we go back from November to February, which is now, we still got 6 records. So majority of these sales have happened in the last 3 months. That's amazing. It looks like we have, if we look in here, we've got one of them that sold this year, which was in January 21st for 18 grand. We have all the other ones sold between November and December of last year. The highest sale we have is for 85 grand. And it looks like the lowest sale we have is for 18. Or actually, the highest that we have is for 102. The second highest is for 85, and it's 63.59. So it looks like it's hovering around that 60 range, 60 to high 50, low 60 range. We have most of our sales there. We've got one at 85. We got another one at 102. So this is really interesting, guys. At this point, we want to look at and look and see in what condition are these houses actually selling. So this one here, 1392 El Camino Road. This is actually a property that this is the one that sold for 102. So this was the highest sale that we've gotten right here. And if we take a look at this sale, we can see that this property is in really great shape. I mean, it's got a backsplash, right? The countertops look new. It's all white cabinetry. It's a very modern look. Stainless steel appliances. And so it's safe to say that this property would fit what a modern day home today would sell for or sell like on the market. So we're looking for that renovated look, that finished look. Really, really great shape, gorgeous home. So a house like this, I would say it would be retail value, most certainly 100%. So this house sold in 28 days. It's a 2-2, sold in 28 days, and it sold at 102, and 1,256 square feet. Now, the interesting thing about Propstream is it's not showing us the information for our particular mobile home. So what we're going to want to do is we want to compare this. And in order for us to do this, I'm going to just get the information I have here inside of our Podio system, which all of this data right here, guys, actually pulled from another app. It's in the Seller Leads app. And when we push the lead into underwriting so we can do this step of the process, that lead is actually carried over with all the information. So that's what you're seeing here. It's all the information we have inside of our Podio system. So another amazing reason why you should check out automatedeals.com. It really makes your life easier as an investor. So if we could take a look here, the house is about 1,300 square feet. It's built in 1979. It's a 2-2. So when we look at our comps, like this one here for 102, it's also a 2-2 built in 1980, 1,256 square feet. Ours is 1,300. So this is exactly comparable to the one that we're looking at right now. It's very, very close. However, it's the only property that has sold for 102. So let's take a look at the next one. We got one here for 85 grand. Let's see in what condition this was. We don't see any photos of the inside. And so sometimes when this happens, we just go the extra mile here, and we just simply take a look. We could look up the address on Google, and sometimes we may actually find more photos of the property. So what I'm looking for right now is maybe just seeing if I can find some photos of the interior so we can see exactly what we're dealing with. But it looks like from the outside of the property, quick glance, we can actually take a look too. See if we can do this. We can actually see, I'll show you guys. We can actually click on details, and Propstream will actually populate in a separate tab with the details of the property that we're looking at as a comp. Now, we can go to MLS details, and here we can actually see the description that was given about the property. So if we're unable to find photos of the property for whatever reason, we can always come here and look at the description and be able to at least get an idea or a sense of what the property was like or what shape the property was in through the description that was provided by the realtor. So it looks like we're having a little bit of trouble finding what we need. So we're going to take a look at this description. It says here that this home has been gently used with everything being done, excellent condition, new entrance door, never tilt in windows. So it looks like this property has been redone. Looks like they've updated it. Kitchen and baths have been updated. Nice pantry with plenty of storage in the kitchen. Screen porch. So yeah, they've put some money into this house, guys. They've updated this home, and they've been only able to sell it for 85 grand. So with that said, we know that our property could be worth anywhere between 85 to 102. Nothing really set in stone. We can see here as well, both of these sales happened around the same area. So maybe the 102 got a little bit more money because it had more of a finished design. That could have been the case. But if we take a look at one more comp here, the third highest sale, which was for 63, we can see here, guys, this is just a clean home, very, very basic, standard, needs updating, right? It's outdated. However, the home is very clean and is ready to be moved in. So a house that looks like this would go for 63 on the market. So this is what we need to know. We need to know, what is our highlight, you know, at what price is an average home in very decent shape selling for, and of course our lowest sale for 18 grand. We want to know what is the least amount we could possibly sell this baby for if we had to get it and it was in its worst shape. And so what we can see here, it looks like a mobile home that definitely needs some work. It looks like it could be beat up a little bit, but it's sold for 18 grand, which is way below all the rest of the homes. The second lowest sale is here at 57.5. So it's safe to say that this is probably really the bottom line in this area. Is maybe 50 grand, 57 grand. So given that we could get this property way below market value and it looks just as clean as what we're looking at here, we've got ourselves a huge opportunity to make a deal happen. The really great thing about this particular deal, the agent that's actually been selling a lot of the mobile homes here, we actually can contact her. So I'll show you exactly how you can get that contact information as well, guys, while you're doing this homework. Maybe you could find a good agent or a cash buyer to look in the property that you're looking into. So with this deal here, from what we're looking at, we could pretty much put our ARV anywhere between the price range of 85 and 102 grand. You know, really nice house. If we want to be conservative, want to give our investor a little bit of some headroom here with this deal, we want to put it, we want to lower our ARV just a little bit. So let's just say our ARV is going to be around the ballpark of 85. Maybe we put the money in at 80. Maybe we put the money into the house, right? Or the investor puts the money into the house, and all they could sell it for is for 85. Maybe that 102 was just a unicorn, right? So 85 is much more reasonable. We noticed that majority of the houses that we're selling there in decent shape, we're selling in the 60 range. So 85 would be pretty reasonable for a renovated house. So we can stick with that. And if we come down here within our underwriting section, we can start to underwrite this deal and really analyze the deal and see if we really got a good deal on our hands. So the ARV is about 85 grand. We want to make about 10 grand assigning this deal to another investor. And we need to have a good enough margin here for them, which is 70%. So our particular property, if we take a look, it says that, in terms of the repairs that's needed, we can see here in our details, we can see the details of the lead, and we can kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with here. Now, this property, this deal was actually a deal that was listed on the market. So we can actually take a look and see some of the photos here. We can actually do this. This was actually listed as a FSBO. We found this as a FSBO. And so we'll take a look through this. Very empty, very not too bad. Looks pretty basic. Looks outdated. Looks similar to that house that we saw for 56 grand. Let's keep looking through here. Let's keep flipping through the photos. Get an idea. Very clean house. Very clean mobile home. Doesn't need anything really from what it looks like cosmetically. Probably just get the unit up to date. And that's all that investor would need to do. So with that said, we're looking at a cosmetic rehab. Of course, when we get to that property and we get a closer look at it, and we start to look under the hood, and we look at the electrical, we look at the plumbing, we check all these things. This may change. However, from what we can see, since we have some photos of the property online, we are able to compare it to some other properties. We can see that what we're dealing with right now is considered a cosmetic or a light rehab. I'm going to go mid rehab. I like to be a conservative with my numbers, so I'll go $20 per square foot mid rehab with this, so a $26,000 rehab budget, which I gotta tell you, for mobile home, that size is more than enough. We probably won't even touch that, all of that. But just to be conservative, I'll put that there. Now our contract price is 23, according to the calculator inside of the underwriting section of our Real Tech, our amazing Real Tech tool. We can see that we need a contract price of $23,500 in order for us to make $10,000 on a wholesale fee. So we can sell it to our end buyer for $33,000. This is going to give them an 18% return on investment, right? That's at the 70% rule. That's giving them 12% for resale fees. So the buyer would make a profit of about $12,275, which doesn't sound like a whole lot. However, when you're dealing with a property that doesn't need a whole lot of work, that they could buy, turn over, and sell, it's not that bad. The other thing too is this is a great return. 18% is a great return on a flip, and also we were being really conservative. The investor may not even have to invest $26,000, so there's room there for them to make even more money as well. So from what we can see, they need a total capital of $67,625. That's what your investor would have all in, and of course they would be aiming to sell this puppy at $85,000 and make a profit of $12,000. So that's pretty much how we just take a quick look, a quick snapshot as to where we would need to be in order to make this deal work for us. And it looks like we need to be around that $23,500 range. Of course, if you want to take this analysis further and you want to look at it as a rental deal and what it would look like as a rental deal, you want to look at gross yields and net yields to see if maybe this would be a good deal to move as a rental, you're more than welcome to do that. I just wanted to show you how to analyze this deal here and come up with your Mayo. So when you're getting ready to go into your next appointment, you know at what price you need to be at to lock this deal in a contract. So you're more than welcome to most certainly utilize this video, get as much value out of it as possible. Use it before you go to your next appointment, so that way you are able to see where you really need to be in order to wholesale your deal to a cash investor who may want to flip the deal. The one thing I do want to say in terms of rental investors will always pay you more than a flipper, not in all cases, but in most cases, because they're looking to make long-term return versus a short-term return. So they don't have to worry about the resale fees on the back end when they have to resell the property, because they don't actually resell it, and they also are able to recoup a lot of their money over time and make a profit over time. So you're usually able to sell at 1% of the total investment all in for that investor. So if the investor puts in $100,000, they want to be able to get $1,000 worth of rent. So just a good thing to note. This particular property will get about $1,000 in rent. So of course, no more than $100,000 all in for that investor for it to make sense for them to look at this and rent it out. Unfortunately, for this particular property, this mobile home is in a mobile home park where that has a restriction and does not allow landlord tenants. So this could be a situation only for an investor who wants to flip it. So we won't go through the whole deal and doing the rental analysis, deal analysis. However, I do want to let you know that it's there and that you can take advantage of it using automatedeals.com. Again, that's automatedeals.com. Get the Real Tech system, guys. It is truly powerful. So that's how you do this part here. If this video has been truly helpful to you, go ahead, subscribe right now. Click that subscribe button and click the bell notification button so that way you don't miss more updates like this, so help you be successful on your journey closing deals. And if you have any questions at all, guys, feel free to reach out to me on IG at Luke Madeus. That is at LUCMADEUS. And most certainly, let's chat. Let's talk it up. Hit me up in the DMs. I'm more than happy to help you get started and get going. If you need more content like this, if you want to join in some of the free classes I'm having, you can go to SOWcontent.com. That is SOWcontent.com. Get yourself some free education and also the opportunity to join and work with me directly, and we can do a deal together. So go ahead, check it out, guys. I hope this video has been super valuable for you and that you are able to get out there and crush it in your business. That's all for today. Have a fantastic day. Au revoir.